Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. So about 6 months ago, myself and a few guys from Regal Racing competed in the CFS 6 Hours of Silverstone. Now we were in the GT4 class and we actually did all right. We used it as a bit of a learning experience. It was our first big endurance race on PC for pretty much all of us, and we competed in the GT4 class and we kind of did okay. Now in a few weeks' time, I am competing again at Silverstone in the GT4 class for the 12 Hours of Silverstone in aid of the Brain Tumour Charity. This is run by the SimGrid and it's an awesome cause. So you guys should definitely go and check the donation link out in the description below. But of course, competing in the same class at the same track, of course in a different event, makes me wonder. In 6 months, have I actually gained any time? Have I gotten any faster? Has any of this practice been actually worth it? So what I'm going to do is take the BMW M4 GT4 car out in the spec that we're running for this event and see if I could beat my fastest lap time in the Aston Martin GT4, which I think was a 2:13.2 off the top of my head, and see if I've actually made any progress in the last 6 months. Now, normally this is the part of the video where I encourage you to like and subscribe, but what I want to do is just talk very quickly about the Brain Tumour Charity. Now, I want to read you what they've put on the Just Giving page for this event. The Brain Tumour Charity is the world's leading brain tumour charity and the largest dedicated funder of research into brain tumours globally. Committed to saving and improving lives, we're moving further, faster to help every single person affected by a brain tumour. We're set on finding the new treatments, offering the highest level of support and driving urgent change. And we're doing it right now because we understand that when you or someone you love is diagnosed with a brain tumour, a cure really can't wait. And to be honest, for me, that's the crux of it there. I really do encourage you. I'm going to pop the donation link in the description below. It's obviously a Just Giving page, so please go and give as generously as you can to this awesome cause. So here we go, we're heading out of the pits at Silverstone, and one of the first things I've learned over the last kind of 6 months since I made that video in the Aston Martin is to drive a car that really suits my driving style. Now, this BMW that I'm driving now actually feels a whole bunch better than the Aston Martin I drove then, and it's literally just a case of it works better with how I want to throw it around the track, and that's one of the reasons I'm not driving the Aston Martin in this video. Obviously it would be brilliant if I could jump in the same car and see how fast I can go, but A, I need some practice in this car, and B, it's the car I'm going to be using for the Brain Tumour Charity 12 Hours of Silverstone. So it would be good to show you guys what sort of difference this makes. So we'll just head out and just keep warming the tyres up, but maybe what I'll do at some point is do a side-by-side kind of analysis of that lap and this lap. Maybe that's something I can do in a future video, but like I say, there have been a few changes since I made that video. Obviously I'm now on a 49-inch ultra wide, and also I'm driving on a Fanatec DD2 with V3 pedals, so a few differences in terms of hardware, but it's one of those things where as you move on and you get more and more into sim racing, you obviously kind of spend more money to try and make yourself enjoy your hobby more. So here we go, let's just kind of concentrate on these last two corners and see how I actually get on. So around the final corner, just try and get a nice exit and see how we get on. So with this BMW, it's infinitely more chuckable in my experience to the Aston Martin. So for example, with this first corner, I can really throw it into the corner and then pin it on the way out and just have the faith that it's going to stick. With the Aston Martin, it always felt a little bit washy through that section. And one other thing that I've noticed with this BMW and with GT4 cars in general is that you need to blip on the way down. So if you watch my pedal cam as we go into stow, you'll see what I mean. Now as I go down the gears, I'm blipping the throttle ever so slightly just to help the gear go in, and this was something I struggled with in the Aston Martin. Was I would be asking for gears and it just wouldn't give them to me because it was obviously protecting the car. Now this next corner, I've sort of changed my line slightly a little bit. He says he runs a little bit wide anyway, but there we go. Normally I would hold that all the way over to the left and just try and get as good of a run as possible out of that little chicane section. Now one thing that I've kind of realised with Silverstone over the time that I've been practicing, and I've done a few races at Silverstone now, is that it's all about the exits onto the straights. Ultimately, the corners that don't lead onto straights don't matter that much, but for example, the exit to that corner I've just been through is massively important, because if you start gaining time out of that corner, you're gaining all the way down this straight, and you'll gain so much more time. These GT4 cars are so much fun. You can really throw them around and kind of ride the curbs with them. So we'll see where we're at and see how we get on. I think this is actually going to be a fairly quick lap. So where are we? Yeah, so 2:13.1. So I'm already faster than my fastest time in the Aston Martin, and I'm already up a tenth of a second again. So we'll do one more lap and see what I can do. But yeah, with the GT4 cars, you really can throw them over the curbs, especially this little chunk here. So we're already half a second up on our last lap. So we just have to try not to throw it away through the rest of this lap. But there's definitely some more time to find. You've really got to be comfortable with this car sliding. It does like to hang the tail out a little bit. Come on. That's more like it through that section. Just kind of lean on the car through that corner. Just kind of let it ride through and stick. Oh, that wasn't as good of an exit out of there as last time, but we're now looking at a predicted 2:12.2, so a massive chunk of time off where we were at last time. And I've run it a little bit deep. We're going to invalidate this lap, but let's finish it and see what we would have got. So there we go, that was a 2:12.3, and we'll go for one more and see if I can gain the time that I found last time around. I'm already a tenth up coming through the first corner. So we'll head down towards Maggots and Beckett. You've got to really be brave through here, but also get the car slowed up so that you can get a good exit. This is one of those sections where it's really important to get on the gas early and just kind of slingshot yourself all the way down the straight. So I really am flying in this BMW, to be fair. Just get on the gas, feed the gas in nice and early. nice and brave through there. You've really got to aim it at that sausage curb, but not hit that sausage curb, because it will throw you out really wide. And nice and brave over the curbs. So there we go, some low fuel there. This last section, just concentrate on keeping it nice and quick. So we're already 8/10 up on that kind of fastest lap we did on my first flying lap. So we'll see how we get on through here. And it's still, I'm still not got that blipping perfect. So we'll just get it over the line and see how we get on. So there we go, there's a 2:12.1, so that's actually 1.1 seconds faster than my fastest lap in the Aston Martin. So there we go, there's an answer to the question of how much difference does 6 months actually make. And to be honest, a huge difference for me. It makes a massive difference. I've learned an awful lot in this 6 months, and not just from making videos, from being around all the people that I'm around, racing with the people that I race with, and truthfully just pushing myself when I get into races and trying to be as competitive as possible. And it's truthfully, it's a kind of a bit of a thing of, if you're the fastest person in the server, you're not learning anything. So definitely racing with people who are faster than you is going to teach you a great deal. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for hitting the like button, hit the subscribe button if you enjoy it, and of course don't forget the donation link in the description below. Bye bye.